Wasn't the first episode supposed to be like how we met each other and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought so too.
Yeah.
I mean, they are
we're
getting
getting
it,
to
how
that.
we think. They are getting to understand how we all think.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
basically it.
Yes, we think like idiots. Next.
All right.
So,
Shouldn't
basically, we're
wait.
at the point. Wait, what?
Shouldn't we save that one question for the last? How we all met each other? Shouldn't we save that
Well,
for the
I
last?
think that's a pretty big one.
Yeah, so we should save that for the last.
Oh,
No, because I think we only have like 1 hour more left, and I think it's gonna be a long one.
yeah.
We're already
Each
doing
person
like
has
15
different
minutes
ones,
per
different
question.
things.
This one is gonna take half an hour probably.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I've met
We
these
should probably
wonderful
start
people.
with Benny and Audi.
Huh?
Yeah, we've we've all met each other randomly. I've met Allie first because she came in the room with me and our good friend Musical, and of course I said I was gonna stop streaming that day, and I proceeded to light my bong. So
Yeah, the very first words I ever heard from Benny was, I just ended the stream and I'm a bit high right now.
not my proudest moment, but
I would be super proud of that moment.
yeah. So yeah, once I met Allie, I started hanging out with her and a few other friends and stuff like that. I think I met you afterwards.
Wait,
and
After Ali?
yeah, because I was with
After Ali, it was
Musical.
me. After Ali, that was me.
You
Yeah.
met MT before me.
Yeah, we met Jesus, and did we also meet Turn through Clara? Because I remember we met
No.
Jesus through Clara. How did we meet you now again, Turn?
Well,
Okay, well,
I don't
it
know,
was like
actually.
it was way after everyone else, and what happened was I met Benny, and anyway, so I was watching the VR chat. It was my first day, so I was going random worlds. I just went to the Black Cat, and I just saw just a bunch of people crowd together. And like it was Benny, and I remember Batman was there too, and I was just there, just trying to join the conversation, just whenever I could, but it wasn't really working that well. At some point, I decided I'm gonna send Benny and Batman a friend request, and I was. And I just get to like, I have a feeling that Benny's gonna accept my invite, but Batman isn't. And I was right. Not sure how I called it, but it was right.
Benny could get like a friend request from a complete stranger from 2 streets over, and she would accept it.
Yeah,
Alone,
probably.
I'm nice.
Actually, yeah, here's the thing.
Actually,
That's the
same.
funny thing. The way that I met her and she actually accepted my friend request was the funniest thing. Cause like when I met her, it was like a Wii U bowling world, and I was in a Bendy avatar and I was using a voice changer. Because like at that point I had 0 friends, 0 confidence in talking with people and all, and I was just lucky enough to be in the world that she was in. And I remember like there were a group of people like gathering around her, like keep asking her, "Hey, what's your stream? I want to see it. I want to see it." And I was like hesitant. I was like, "Okay, should I go talk with them? Should I just stand next to them?" I just pretended to be like a cool guy and just do whatever. I just couldn't help it. I just started talking, and then she just came forward and just said, "Can you please turn off your voice changer?" It's kind of like, uneasy and hard to understand. And I said, "Okay, fine." I sent her like friend request, and on that exact day, I started following her and subscribed to her channel. And I started like sometimes like dropping on her, but she was always AFK. She was always AFK. For the life of me, she was always AFK. And one time I stood there for like 2 hours. She was AFK, staring at the wall, and I met Ali,
Empty.
but she doesn't remember that.
So you were a simp from day one.
No, I wasn't
Pretty
a
much.
simp. I wasn't a simp.
I'm joking.
Because, like,
Don't worry.
Yeah, like I know. But he's like, I met Ali in a world while like Benny was AFK, and like I asked, okay, where is she? Like she said, oh, she went to cook. 1 second.
Oh, something happened.
He's taking a sip.
Ah, okay.
Got a little bit of the drink, that
Huh?
good old purple.
Got grape juice.
حواسم از خیلی چیز نیست. بر پس نبر اونجوری.
That grape drink.
You got grape juice.
نه اون چیز حواسم نبود. یادم رفت باز کنم. نمیخواد خیلی ببند. Okay. Where were I? چی؟ سرش.
Oh, is he talking with his mom?
Mm-hmm.
And like, and I remember the day I met Ali, I was like testing a new avatar. And here's the thing, one of my friends, like our friends, like the official. After I got my VR, I was lucky enough to like she was in the house, the log, the like, what's the name of this?
The
It was, like,
hangout house?
Yeah, the hangout. And I was in an alien avatar, and I was like, like creepily stuck my head inside, and like she was like scared for a second, like wow. Then I started running away, and she just came running after me and said, "Oh, King," and that stuff. And I'm kind of fuzzy how I met Jesus.
Oh,
Oh, I remember.
I definitely remember that too. So,
Wait, was it the Mary
So-
thing?
Let me tell you
World.
all a tale of this beautiful epic adventure.
In McDonald's.
Emotional paths will be taken, and we will go very deep into his story
Look in the camera
of
when
how
you
I
tell
met
us
Benny when I was twerking on top of a McDonald's. I was there with Clara, in fact, because she was one of the first friends I ever got on VR Chat. And she invited, same with Venom actually. I met Venom pretty early into the game too. So I went with Venom and Clara to a random McDonald's world, and Venom wanted to show me how to get on top of the McDonald's if you jump through the mirror on a higher platform. So I followed him and did that, and then I was like looking down and I heard someone talking about Twitch, and I was like looking over the edge. And then I thought, what the fuck can I do to fuck up her channel? And like that was honestly my first thought before I knew her. I was like, I'll just start twerking on top of the McDonald's. And then they looked up and they said, what the fuck? Why is Jesus twerking on top of the McDonald's? And I said, sup.
Yeah, we both were there.
And I
weren't we?
think that's also how y'all came to know about Clara. I think it was through me and Venom.
No,
Or was it
I
before?
I knew Clara before I met you two, so I think we met you through Clara.
Yeah, and we met Clara through Batman.
Yeah.
That was. Well, that was the day that Venom and me became friends with Benny and Owly. Later, then we were to some sort of flying world, and then I properly learned about how she was streaming and all that shit. I had a thing about yeeting back in the day and dabbing, so I'm glad that went over.
Oh, no, he still does it. It's not over.
Yeah, still does do it, but not that much. And I think 1 week after that, Benny invited me to Cards Against Humanity world. And then I joined her, and that was when I met MT.
Oh,
We were in this Card Against Humanity world, and we were trying to play it, but it went wrong, like all over. And we went to stand under the mirror, like normal VR chat Twitch streamers do these days. And we were starting to take a picture. And I was just like thinking to myself, because there was someone else in I don't know if it was, I think it was Naked, and I don't know. No, Venom wasn't there because he was angry he wasn't at that event. Well, anyway, someone said to me like a good idea because of how much MT was poking fun at Benny, and we were making jokes. So I made a world to a wedding ceremony and set them all to join there, and I stood on the altar and really fast and really precise in like as fast as I could, I married Benny and MT, and that's the first day I met MT.
I remember that
No.
stream.
Yeah.
Official day.
To this day, I'm pissed at the fact that I was half awake in that stream. To this day, I'm still confused how the hell I was functioning for 4 hours without any conscience. And then after that, getting off VR, laying in my bed, and going to sleep.
Well,
Waking up the next day.
well,
Oh
the
shit,
worst
I'm
part
married.
that we could say about it is that the fact that I didn't tell you all like until later that I'm an officially licensed person to marry someone. So technically, y'all are officially married if I proceeded with the actual ceremony. If I gotten y'all both to say yes, at least, and made y'all sign a document, I could have technically married you two. So in some sort of way, it was official,
Don't worry.
but only
it's gonna
like
be
in the
official.
eyes of God. And
I remember that
well,
stream.
here we are, like a year further down the line, and well, what do you say? Half a year later, y'all went into a relationship anyway, so it all worked out in the end.
I mean, yeah.
I remember that stream even. I remember how like Benny tried to kill herself 2 times. First time trying to jump off the world, and the second time trying to drown herself.
Yep.
Oh, one of
And
its
later we
closest
had
thing
the
is-
honeymoon in hell.
Where they
I
adopted
have a
term.
magical eye called your stream. A magical window called your stream.
Oh yeah, there's this. I think it's one of the most watched clips on her channel.
I really
It's
love those things.
we were trying. I was trying. Benny was actually hiding from
Hello,
us, and I was
Ryan.
trying to find her. And Benny, I have the magical eyesight of watching at your stream, and that's when that joke was created.
Yeah. That's why I tried to look down a lot
Let's
so you guys
see.
would see where it was.
I still have the avatar that
Oh,
there were
hi,
a lot of
uh,
clips that were made by that
Hi
day.
there, Venom. Hi, Ryan. Hi, Sarah. Everyone that's
A
in
lot
the
more
chat.
people joining
Hello.
the chat, actually.
Yeah, 11
Hello, everyone.
people.
Welcome to
Hey,
the
chat, what's
podcast.
good?
A total of 11 people.
Okay, Term.
Hmm?
Do you have anything to add?
Oh, thank you, Sarah.
Well,
for the
actually,
tip.
I don't know.
he already told about how we met him, right?
Yeah. Well, I told you guys how I met Benny. I
Uh,
don't
Oh, that's
remember.
How did you
I
meet
think I just
me?
met like everyone else through her.
Oh, but I think I
boy.
remember of how I met Terminator.
Like, it feels like
I was in
some...
this world with Benny only, and Auli, but Auli was AFK. It was probably Moody, and Terminator was still using the actual Terminator avatar at that moment, because I still have a picture of it, of how I
Oh,
sneakily
yeah.
took a picture from you while I was in the background.
Oh yeah,
Forgot
I
about-
I think
remember.
that's the day that I met
Forget
you
about
the
your
first time.
Instagram.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Yeah, I don't use
I
it
was in a
anymore,
Discord
actually.
call with Musical. Now I remember, yeah.
Hmm.
Do you remember I
That's
sent
how I
you
met
like one picture
Terminator.
to put onto your Instagram, right? You put that
It
one
was.
on?
It is still on the Instagram.
Okay,
actually.
Yeah, it's still on the Instagram.
Now the only person left is, well, actually the first person that met Skull was me in a random world. I was probably doing some dumb shit. Is he
Never
AFK?
have I ever, I
I am
believe he
right
said.
here.
Yeah. I don't
Oh yeah,
know where I
wasn't
took a
it
picture
Skull?
for
Wasn't
you.
it Never Have I Ever that I met you?
Okay, so what happened was, hang on, give me a second. So this is the lovely tale of how I met everyone. So there I was fucking around with some people on Never Have I Ever, which by the way was the worst game ever. The dude had literally done nothing with his life. Suddenly,
Yeah.
a holy man pops into our world, and everyone just stopped and was like, "Oh my God, it's Jesus Christ! We must get selfie with Jesus."
Yeah.
So, and just sadly enough, that was someone's actual way of saying it. That's not a joke.
I remember that person.
Yeah,
Was
and
their name Tiffany or Stacy? Because it's the only names I can think of with that.
Or could have been.
it was me. It was
Oh,
me.
okay. Makes sense.
Yep.
Yeah, and so we all go over to Jesus, and we started like taking selfies with him. Then I friended him, and we hung out for a bit. And then I didn't talk to him at all. A month goes by, and I have nobody else online. And I'm going through my friends list, looking at all the people that I have friended but don't actually talk to, and then I see Jesus, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go say hi, see what he's up to. I go and say hi, and I'm pretty sure he's having a conversation about toilet paper with Owly and Benny or something. I can't remember.
It was how that day went is that me, Owly, and Venom were in the same like a dark beach world,
Yeah.
watching YouTube videos, and
Yeah.
we were deciding on what to do because we didn't start watching videos yet, and you joined. And then then we introduced each other all. And Venom had this wonderful idea of playing Minecraft in VR because that's finally was able to do that without the Windows version of
possible.
Minecraft.
Yeah.
And then we all downloaded that, and I made a realm, and we all started playing on the realm.
And then I got to know these guys a little better. And then after that, after Jesus, I had met Owly and Venom, and then I met Benny and it was Minecraft, and then through Benny I met MT, and then I don't remember who you are or how you got into my life, but please stop stealing my food.
Oh,
Like, I have a clip of before with Skull before we became friends and stuff, and we were like in VR chat with like this world that had like it looked like space with a bed in it. I can't remember
Yeah.
what world it was, but like,
Yeah, well, that was before we
Exactly.
started going on Minecraft. That was the same day.
That's the sad
We
thing.
started world hopping with each other.
The sad thing is that the video contains not only me friending Owly, but there was also no sound.
yeah, I fucked up with the settings, so like you
The
couldn't.
sad part was that I friended her, and now she's stuck with me.
I can unfriend you if you want.
Almost half a year later, and now they're in a relationship.
Yeah.
No, here's the
Out of
thing.
peer pressure.
I actually. here's the thing,
Wow.
Before. Wow. Did it ruin me too?
yeah.
Better to be honest. Okay.
Benny?
No, here's the thing. I actually remember I didn't start talking to Benny until after I suggested I could make an avatar for her. Like before
Oh
that,
my
she would
god, Benny just took advantage of you.
No, before that she would call me King. She would always call me King, right? Because like she didn't thought like there was a need to call me MT. And after like 2 or 3 times, me and her and Official were talking together. Like actually, one of them was on a stream talking about like their avatar and stuff. She actually opened up and said, "Hey, MT."
Yeah, I actually the only reason why me and MT never really spoke that much was because like I
Bless you.
guess like
Thank you.
MT was kind of sitting there and he was like kind of trying to understand whether or not he should talk to me or whatnot. So he's like, "Hey, why don't I just do this and hopefully this should work?" And it actually did.
Here, we'll do a reenactment of how it happened.
And he's
To be
off.
honest, that's kind of
And somehow, because Benny was so high with weed, she probably thought it was an actual sentence.
Imagine just like
what
scroll
he
the market and then just like, that's not how I speak.
What he
Yeah,
said.
gibberish.
No. Here's what he said. What Benny heard was, "Excuse me, fine lady. Would you care to talk with me for a moment?"
Yeah, probably.
Like MT having a hard time speaking, and Benny's like, "This is the man I want to marry."
Yeah, but one of Benny's jokes I hate. I still can't forgive her for that. Not like
Okay.
I'm holding a grudge.
Us.
The one that do you remember the girl that was crazy when me and Official were hanging out, and she was like into the Nero avatar?
Wait. Isn't that the one that me and Jesus ended up mimicking?
No. That's like okay. Here's the thing. Benny, and like Official. We were like in a world. Like it was the open mic, and there was like
Right.
3 other people. There was one girl that was like too free spirited. Like she would just go flirt with anyone who gets close to her, left and right. And I was using the Nero avatar, and she said, "Oh my god, I have to have that." I was like allowing her to clone it. And the second she cloned it, Benny just comes close to me and just says, I think we should see other people.
Wait, what?
I swear to God, I left the room. I was about to unfriend her.
Wait.
We
what-
weren't even. That's the funny thing. We weren't even a thing. We were just friends at the time.
I
And
took it as a different thing. I took it as she didn't want me hanging around her.
Oh wow!
Like I
Wow,
genuinely
Benny.
thought that she meant that she doesn't want me to hang around her.
Benny, time for when you almost fucked up the person you were going to fucking have a relationship with.
he didn't know. I forgot that he didn't have my
Well-
sense of humor and he didn't understand it. And I was like,
It's
And
okay,
here's the
Benny.
thing,
It's
official
okay.
didn't stop her. Official didn't stop her. She just said, "Look, official, I bet you he's gonna do this." And he just said, "Oh, go, go, go." None of them expected that.
Yeah,
I
but
would just-
honestly, guys, we're talking about official. He's the worst influence out there. He tells you to do anything
God.
just for the fucking giggles.
Let me see. He's not in the chat, right?
Alright,
I
good.
mean, I don't have an issue telling
No,
him to this
no,
face,
no,
but-
he's not here.
Oh,
He's
no,
not
look,
here.
it's-
It's okay.
you
He's
should
not
come
here.
look at the stream later, honestly. But
Yeah, he's not here. Oh,
Yeah.
hello, everyone. 9 people that's watching.
oh hi,
Oh, it's going
hi.
down by the second. It was 12 like 5 minutes ago.
It
Oh.
was.
No, come back, please.
Are we
Please come
pouring
back.
it? We're
Please
sorry.
come back.
I like
Yeah,
I'm
how
no.
sorry. I'm sorry our life story isn't important to you, you fucking degenerates.
I just got like nervous attack right now.
Right,
Just
Skull,
Why?
calm down. Calm down, Skull.
Aw.
I'm just
Poor thing.
thinking back on like how me and Benny met because like I consider Benny like one of my best friends and stuff like that right now, and I know we're going a little bit back now, but like back then we both were desktop users and we were left in like this apartment world. Everyone left for like another room in that world. We were like in the bathroom looking at each other. It's like, well, yeah, this is awkward.
Yeah, I didn't meet like Benny until she was VR. So I was way late to this group.
And yet it feels like you were here from the start, honestly, for me. That's why I had a hard time remembering where I met you. It feels like you've been here at the start with like everyone else here.
But in reality, I've only been around for about a year.
This
Well, that's
whole
actually the
friend
same
group
for
is
everyone.
about a year.
Yeah.
I only just did a year, like a
1 year
video about how
extravaganza.
1 year, like, what was it, like 5 days ago that you were 1 year
Yeah,
on VR chat?
yeah, 1 year anniversary, the exact day I met Benny, Musical, and Ken, and how it all went down to like meeting you guys and everything like that.
It all went down to here.
Well,
Yeah,
now
it
that
all
I
went
think
down
about it,
here.
I think I made a screenshot on the first day that I was on VR chat, so I could actually search up what day that was.
But yeah,
Yeah.
my year of anniversary of like VR chat is probably somewhere in a month. I just know it was probably at the end of June or July.
My VR chat
Yeah.
experience started on 25th of May. So
Skull, we're doing a podcast. Why are you sharing pictures in Discord?
Don't question my methods.
I think I got my VR the 31st of July. So I either met Term around then or like a month after, a few weeks after.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's even
I
later than I thought.
I still remember how jealous Official was when he was the only one in the trio didn't have the VR.
I
He was
mean,
like claiming, "I'm gonna get it. Next month, I'm gonna get it."
And he never got it, I guess.
Doesn't he still have?
And now we got 5 of the VR.
I'm gonna
He
do
does-
it. I'm gonna go start a push-up tomorrow.
Yeah, I know, right?
And here's the funny thing: you know, I cost him his laptop. I made him break his laptop.
Why though?
I didn't do it
How?
directly. I didn't do it directly. Like there was a game room, like it was like a box, and you couldn't touch the red stuff because if you do, you died.
mm,
We
Oh,
went
box
is
through
a void game.
19 levels. After 10, he was raging and yelling every time he died. At that point, I was like, "What the fuck did I just unleash in him?" I was
can't-
scared to say anything to him.
I can't believe you
It
done
was
this.
the demon that Jesus sealed away.
And after the 19 level, he died he just crashed. Cause I think he punched his screen.
Oh no.
Well,
Oh god.
Can you imagine how
I
much he had to
think-
Well,
pay for that?
technically, I've
sure.
punched my screen once
Okay,
before
here we go.
too, so I think I know
Sorry.
how he feels.
Wait.
Are you gonna post it in pictures?
Hello,
There you go. Just look in chat. There you go.
Wait, in which chat?
Benny's.
Yeah, where? Wait, where though? Is it in general?
Well,
or
look
is
for
it...
the notification and you'll see
Yeah, I
where
haven't
it
got.
is.
I
I'm
haven't
talking about in
gotten
the
it.
stream.
Oh, in the. What?
Yeah.
Oh, F. I thought you were sending the screenshot you were talking about.
Wow.
Wait, are you saying F because of what I did?
I'm talking about official punching his monitor.
I mean, I'm
From
not
just
sure.
an F worthy.
No, I'm not sure, but I know that he had to rewire his whole laptop because of that.
Still an F worthy.
Hi, what's your name? Ru? Hi, Rose.
Oh, yeah.
Ru. Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your name.
Ruva.
I'm just gonna call them Ruva.
Roofs.
Yeah, that too. Oh, I like that name.
Bah.
Hi, Ru.
What if you just call it Bah?
Rhubarb.
Baba.
Roofies!
Rufus.
Oh no.
No, I'm joking.
Let's not
No.
call a person that.
Yeah.
Probably not the best idea.
Yeah.
Okay,
Hey,
next
Roofies, what's up?
I don't know. I mean, who
Ah,
Dude,
else?
I
here's
was
the
playing with
question.
you last night and I don't remember a single thing.
Okay,
Hey, it's your
Here's the
boy,
conversation.
Skinny Roofies.
okay. Here's the conversation me and Benny had multiple times over one simple game. This person claims that whenever she plays Sims, either time, she has never tried to act like a god. Tried to kill them,
Hey.
trying to, get
Yeah, what the
angry
fuck?
and just like
I
was
remember this
thinking-
conversation. Yeah, I do.
Like I was, and we went to great lengths. I even
Look
got
at her
mods,
fucking-
and I was doing that. Like we were
Don't
like
act shy now. You know we're talking about you.
No, it's kind of adorable. It's kind of adorable. But she was like, "Why would you do that? No one does that. No one acts like a god and tries to kill the guy by not feeding them, like putting them, forcing them to work." I was
I
like,
think she
"Benny,
got it turned upside down. I think everybody does that.
Yeah, I was like, Benny, even I know everyone has one character they want to mess around with. The other one, they bully them to do whatever they want. And she was like, okay, if we're doing a podcast, we're gonna ask the question, what would you do? And why do you think other people do that?
Wait, hold up. What question?
If,
Like,
if you
how
have
do you
someone
play
back, I'm
Sims?
sorry.
I probably start out normal and then have make an actual family and slowly add more people. But after the time I got bored and I just start like messing around with them and do stupid stuff. Like at one point I was trying to make this big ass hill and just jump them off of them because there's a pool downstairs and I made a jumping plank on the top and see if they die. That's what I do.
Wait.
Slowly
we
it
talked about the Sims?
deteriorates more and more.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, sorry, I got distracted. My mom came
God,
home.
what the fuck?
Term.
Huh? What was the question?
Okay, how would you play Sims?
I haven't played it before, but I don't know.
Okay, he's an innocent one. Ali. I mean, it's not fair to ask Ali. I don't think she would even harm them.
Wait, me?
Oh, I think she would.
Wait, me?
No.
I
she
would
wouldn't.
definitely mess around, but
She, like a gas station person
No,
in GTA.
Auli is low-key the most sadistic one out of all of us.
Oh, really?
If anything, I make the Sims characters gay. If anything. That's all I do, basically. And most of them are YouTubers.
Well, she doesn't play Sims. She plays that Nintendo version that she
Well, I
makes
have-
all of her friends.
Well, I have played Sims as well. In any game where I can play God, I make every YouTuber I like, and then make them gay because I ship them.
I remember that. Didn't you make my character a gay
Yeah, I
cowboy?
did. No, I didn't make a gay cowboy, but I made you in the game, and I made Benny
Yeah.
as well. I didn't have time to make everyone, and I'm sorry for this, MT, but Benny in that game apparently fell in love with an IRL friend of mine in the same town that I live in.
The most confusing message I got from Ali one morning. I'm sorry, Benny ripped out your face and uses it as a mask.
Wait, hold on.
Like,
When was
how did
that?
you wake you up?
Wait, when was
Do you
that?
remember a few days ago when me and Jesus kept sending you
Oh, yeah.
porn?
Yes.
Well-
I'm not sure what might want that.
Call-
That stream.
Go a bit over the age limit right now.
Yeah, yeah.
Ah,
Oh,
don't worry
wait.
about it, anyone.
Wait, I think I remember now what game I was playing, MT, when I said that Benny ripped your face off. I was playing like an Hunger Games simulator I found, and I put like all of us in it, and it just said that Benny ripped MT King's face off.
Oh, I
So-
remember the Hunger Games
Yeah.
thing. That was pretty interesting.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
want to do it again.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe for a
Alright, homie.
video.
Remember when Skull Team but Sane won?
Wait,
Oh
did what now?
yeah, Skull Team but Sane won the Hunger
Weren't we
Games.
playing Minecraft at the same time?
Oh,
and we
yeah,
had, like our
right.
Minecraft mobs that we gave names in there too. I remember
I
at
remember
some
that.
point that our island golem won simply because he did something so stupid.
I
Wait,
remember when
are we-
Sane Skull Team won, and I was so mad.
yeah, I think we gave Skull Team Sane and like Unsane or something because I needed
No,
more.
they're just regular
needed-
Skull Team and Skull Team but Sane.
Yeah, because I needed more like players to like put
Skull
in
Team
there.
but Sane killed me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That
now
says
I
a
remember.
lot.
Now I
Yeah.
remember. We should do that sometime.
Okay, Skull, you answer.
What was the question again? I forgot what we were talking about.
How would you play Sim?
Oh. Kill everyone.
See?
Okay, so the answers between me and Skull was I make everyone gay and ship them, and Skull just kills them.
Oh no! Get ready, Benny. How would you
No,
play it?
Wait, no, hang on. I would probably kill everyone and try to sleep with death. There we go. That's my way of playing.
Okay.
Okay,
I think they patched
now,
that.
now let's see the difference between me and her. How would you play Sims?
You attacked right now. No,
Probably because you are.
no, but how I play Sims is normal. Like, well, not normal, I would say, but like
The way it was intended.
yeah, the way it's intended. I actually made my Sims rich and like they have shit going on for themselves, and I haven't tortured anybody, so I didn't think people
Austin.
sat there and tortured their Sims, but apparently they do.
I don't
And
torture
I
mine
didn't
either.
try it.
Wait, who? Julian? Sorry,
Wait,
sorry, I shouldn't have done that. I'm sorry. I forgot.
Alright, guys, what the fuck is going on in our chat? Like, for a second.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Terminator, what the fuck?
I don't know.
Is this something you want to tell us?
Well, probably
I
not.
can't see the chat.
Even if he wants to tell us, don't think I want to know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, this is the first thing in my mind. That's it.
That you
Alright,
bathe
good.
every day in cat pee. Okay. Good to know.
Yeah, I smell great.
God.
Okay.
I don't even have a cat.
Where do you get the piss then?
Don't
The
worry
neighbor's
about it.
cat.
He is the cat.
Yeah, no, right.
Meow.
Ow. Ew. Okay. Okay.
Alright.
Okay,
Well-
but here's the thing. She plays it wholesomely. I usually pick a vampire, fill the room with people, and use them as blood bank.
Right.
Okay.
I didn't think people did that in the world. Okay. I know that like when you play Sims on PC, you can add mods and shit, and you can impregnate and do all types of other shit.
Hold
I
up,
get that.
what?
No,
Sims is more advanced than I thought.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no.
she saw some of the mods I used.
I should play The Sims.
Oh, right? Holy shit.
Stick around for our Sim stream.
Okay, like I used a mod that was like a turf war with gangs. I just
Right,
spawned
yeah.
people and put them on different gangs. The second they start her, they start stabbing.
So,
yeah,
I
shit
have a-
got real.
so, Benny, I have a stream idea for you. You start streaming like The Sims, and we're gonna corrupt you while doing it.
God.
Oh my god.
Like we're gonna tell you what to do with the characters and all that shit before, like
Oh.
after you've made them.
Oh my god.
No, this like I also gotta imagine this like as a point reward. You can tell Benny to do something for if they're streaming it.
Kill everyone.
Oh,
That would be interesting
Oh.
though.
That would be cool.
Well, if we're gonna use the point system that we have already, I have like some points already, so that should be fun.
I have
This
How many you got?
7.7k.
I got 6.6k.
I have
jeez.
Yeah, what?
wait, hold on. I have 4 and 5 channel points.
4,500.
Well, I
Like,
just
I
got
have the
100
winner.
less.
I'm the winner.
Oh,
I'm the
yes.
one who has the most.
Yeah, because you sniff up my channel all the time. We
Wait,
know
hold up.
this.
How much do I have? I have I almost have 7,000.
Okay.
I'm getting
so
there.
He's still in the lead.
Ah.
Okay, what was the wait? What?
No,
We're
I was
talking about
looking.
Sims.
All right. So should we continue with the next question? Or?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay,
I mean, what other questions do you guys have?
Well, I thought you made questions and all that
this is
shit.
the lightning round. This is the lightning round.
Yeah, pretty
Oh.
much.
All right.
Favorite crime? Go.
Fuck, Mary, kill.
Oh my god.
No.
I'll play that when everyone in here is in the same family. All right.
Yes.
Yeah, like
That's a
this is
joke.
Alabama, man. This is in Alabama.
Alabama version.
Yeah, I'm not with that. I'm not into that step, bro.
No, I didn't say
Everyone
that.
just
I
used
was...
to kill Jesus. Just kill will respond in 3 days.
What's the favorite? What's your most
what?
favorite
Oh my
crime you've
God.
ever committed?
I need to like every single time
Well,
Benny
actually-
does that. I need to censor because
Tell
my
us.
camera
I
aims
might
up
have
her
an answer
skirt
for that.
because her character's
I've
like
only-
laying
I've-
down. Oh god,
Mm.
I need to censor that.
Do you want to sit in this one? I feel like you're gonna have a better chance of sitting on this than that one.
I can't cry. Hold on. Technical difficulties.
All right, technical difficulties, guys. Some of our
Technical difficulties.
cast members
Technical
just forgot how to sit.
So, what do we get? What was the question?
Oh, I thought you guys were about to come up with it.
Why
My
can
did
also do just
okay,
questions we
favorite
wanna
crime
know
you've ever
about each other.
committed?
Right.
The JFK assassination. I mean, I killed my neighbor.
Oh.
Well,
okay.
actually, I once broke someone's window.
Wait, really?
Yeah, no joke.
Oh, I thought
It's
we
actually
were
quite
all
a funny
supposed to be
story.
joking here. I thought we were all supposed to be joking.
No, no,
here.
I have an actual answer for that one.
All right, lit.
Kind of same though.
You
I think the
okay,
only
Benny?
crime I've
Because
committed
actually,
was I stole
all right, there we go.
$100 Dead.
I have
Okay,
I
I'm
have done
disappointed.
the
Wait, what
worst
did you say?
crime.
What did you say?
Don't worry, nothing.
No, like, but should we really like answer what
Probably
the,
not.
crimes are? Yeah.
I mean, it's not that harmful telling a story of how I broke someone's window. I mean, what they're gonna do? I was
okay,
9.
It's not okay. It's not that bad. Or maybe I'm not sure if mine would count as bad. When I was younger, I used to take those like screw things that are on the car tires. I used to take some of those and put them as decoration on my bike.
Huh.
It's a
You
straight
were
up.
that kind of kid, huh?
I was with wrong people.
My faith in Ali has been restored.
Okay, police in my city, please don't come
And this
after
is
me.
like,
was
this
me
is
when I was
saying much
13.
because apparently she's supposed to be Mother Maria in our friends group. So,
Mm-hmm.
like the Holy Mother.
I was 13.
I will pick Mother Maria again when she got Jesus.
Listen, I felt bad afterwards. Okay.
We do not condone any and all crime unless it is really fun.
No, here's the
Unless
thing.
it is for comedic purposes.
Yeah, unless it is for comedic purposes.
Okay, who can tell like in our friends group who is what? Like Jesus, can you tell everyone's like in this right now? Who's what? Like you told Ali supposed to be the Mother Maria.
You mean like historical wise if we're going with the Jesus family shit?
No, this
kinda.
family.
What do you mean? What do you
This-
mean?
No,
This
for example,
family.
like you say,
Oh,
This
yeah,
family.
do you want me to tell who everyone is in the family, like
Yeah.
mother, father, and all that
Yes.
shit? Because
Yeah.
oh shit, this is gonna be. Well, actually, I can.
yeah, because
All
no
right,
one
it
actually.
Go get the tree.
It originally started with Benny and Auli because they
And-
started acting. Also, I think musical.
Yeah.
But they started acting like the parents of Benny.
Yeah, we adopted Benny.
Then, after a while, after I met them, Audi started acting like my mom, like at some parts, and I just said, "Okay, mom," and she just started adopting that idea. And then I joked around with, "Shit, if I'm Jesus, is she Mother Maria?"
Yeah.
And then it became further. Terminator came in the picture, and he was adopted by Benny and MT,
Which-
who got
No,
married.
I
no,
don't really remember how that
no.
happened, by the way.
No, don't bullshit. This you pushed them on us.
Can you guys
Oh
remind me of
yeah,
the
I know
story?
that.
Yeah, you force married them and also pushed the son to them in hell on their honeymoon.
Basically, most of this shit is because Jesus forces people to do things.
I don't regret you.
Yeah,
Yeah, we don't.
I don't even remember. I quite remembered like
Y'all
how you guys
say it
adopted
was
me, so-
me, but it was more than just me. I really remember Auli was in it too.
Yeah,
No,
I don't
You're
know.
just
I'm
like,
just
hey,
proud.
this kid is
The
your
quote
son.
Don't
that I
just give
remember from
me
the
the
street.
fault.
Yeah, I
With
don't know.
this
I'm
union,
proud with this
you
role.
get a free child.
Yeah, that wasn't even my idea. That was someone else's idea.
I like
Wait,
how we're talking about him like he's not right here.
wait,
Yay!
didn't I
I'm
mention?
not
I'm
talking
sad,
about
like-
he's
I
not
remember
here.
I said
I
something
want to
extremely
remember the
pleased in
story of
chat.
how I was adopted by you guys. It just slipped my
Oh.
mind.
I can tell you that one. So, after this lovely bearded man right here next to you, your uncle, married me and your father.
Wait, you're both married to Jesus?
No. He married me and MT, and
They
then
slapped the hat off you.
Oh, okay.
and we went to our honeymoon, which was hell. And then
Yep.
they were like, "Hey, here's your free child since you guys are married." And ta-da!
Okay.
And I guess I went along with it because I can't remember.
I actually remember even.
Yeah, you
like,
went along
the
for the
comments
joke,
in
and
the
that's
chat
when
I
you-
put.
Wasn't that when you started doing like, hey?
Yes. Well,
Yeah,
I don't
that-
know.
Or was it then that you started? Like, that's the
I
first time I
think-
noticed.
I think I saw the stream. I remember I put like comments in this chat where it was like, "Hell, what a wonderful environment to raise up a child."
Yeah, I
And
remember
yes,
Oh,
that.
yeah, that was
comment.
funny.
Avatar.
Auli wasn't even in the world. She was just in chat only.
Yeah,
He was
Mhm.
using that avatar.
Yep,
Hmm.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
that's my child.
Well, then, all right.
Yay!
Then we have Auli, who's the mother. Just me and Benny, who are her children.
yeah.
And Benny married MT, and at the same day got a son, Terminator. Terminator, wasn't it that you also had someone?
Huh? I have kids.
Yeah, yeah. You have like a separate family tree down below that is somewhat vague to me. I thought it was someone with Lee, or was that not correct?
You
Okay. Well, so I married my wife, NK, and then we had 2 kids. Found out what
Mhm.
my son had a brother, so I have 3. I have 2 sons and a daughter. So, and then yeah, Kyle then had a kid with his right hand. I'm not sure how, but yeah, then there was Mia.
All right.
Here's
Well, that is a clusterfuck of a family tree. Like you can already see where this is going downhill.
yeah, and here's the
Then
thing.
on my side, at one point, I adopted Venom,
Oh yeah, that's right.
and Auli. Hey, what up, Auli?
I just want to point
Yes,
out.
Auli back there in the room holding up her finger. What's your question?
I want to point out. I don't really think Mia and Lee count as the family trio anymore because they kind of have a divorce.
well,
Oh yeah, shit.
Well, then just not Lee, because me. I was the.
Mia have left the
7
server
years.
as well, so I'm not sure if they're
Ah.
talking anymore or not.
Dang it, I
It's
lost
the
my
lost
granddaughter.
child that we don't talk about, okay? But he's stripped from the records. No sign.
I'm not grandpa anymore.
All right.
Oh, don't worry.
Now I know that after some while I met some other friends when y'all weren't online because I have a different time zone most of the time. And I started meeting this one guy like the first time I met him, he made me laugh and cry for like an hour straight, and at some point I actually passed out. No
Really?
joke.
Panda? Was that him?
Yeah, Healing Panda. He was fucking amazing.
Uncle Satan, yes.
Yeah, and he became my brother, and we started referring to him as Satan. So Auli just got a third kid at that moment.
Oh yeah.
And I also remember correctly that Auli had a fourth kid that we don't talk about because they had the name Owl.
No, they had Babyhood.
Babyhood.
Yeah,
I
or
have the
something with
thing
an
right
owl.
in front of me. It's Babyhood.
Babyhood.
So now we
Oh,
also
wow.
who joined?
Huh?
Wait, what?
Oh, and they're gone.
My God, seriously, shouldn't that thing be like set to only the 6 people?
Yeah.
They have the admin. They might get override that.
Yeah,
Mm.
we can fix it later. But yeah, but
Right, but then we have like also the top part with because musical used to be something with Auli. So he is still technically in the family tree as he's somewhat for me and Benny technically a dad, as an act like our dad, but like split from the family.
Yeah.
And then like I know that musical is I don't know which precisely. I thought he was related with Mr. Bill, and that Mr. Bill
No.
adopted Julian.
Mr. Bill
Or-
and Jester are both my brothers.
Yeah.
Or our brothers.
Our brother. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I have the thing right in front of me. Do you want me to
Um,
resend it to you?
And musical.
No, I think I can just search it up if I search at
Musical
Auli.
have a son or son. I'm not sure. He said that Peachy Cola is his son, and he had her as a child before me and Musical were dating. So you have. I'm not sure if she's counting as stepsister, stepbrother. Oh no, wait.
This is-
You're yeah.
Half. Wait, yeah.
Oh, here I have it.
Thank you for
Yeah,
following.
they're all brothers and sisters.
I have a lot of siblings.
Yeah, I
What
still
the
need
fuck?
that family tree. I
Yeah,
only sent it to
Baby
me.
Hood,
And-
Hooded Jester, Mr. Bill, who has then Julian.
And I have like
Oh,
3
yeah.
kids. No, well,
don't
more
have-
than that.
We don't.
Also,
talk
y'all
about
probably
them.
don't know, but Healing Panda also had a daughter called Chiaki. And then there's this also official is also of course a child, the daughter son of Benny and MT, because he does this
Yeah.
amazing trap voice and we don't know what the fuck he is.
He can't anymore. He just claimed that he can't anymore do that.
Oh,
He has
well
to
then
do
he's
it
just
more.
became his son or their son, and he also has a child, Dust.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
You know what the
wait,
funny
hold
thing
on!
is?
I didn't even know that. I forgot that Sarachiku was related to Terminator.
Yeah,
You know what the funny thing is?
that's my child.
All of you guys are branching out and adding people to your family tree. I'm still the orphan in this.
You're the one that married to Benny, so that's how you became in the family tree.
But yeah, besides that, I have nothing. No brother, no sister.
That's how a
nothing.
family tree works.
So I'm just the branch. And that's the you know
Well,
You're
if
added
your
to the
own parents,
family.
and you can just do that.
what?
If you got to set the parents as well, because yeah, you
Well,
got
the
this family tree.
Well, listen,
Got room for another
you
one.
gotta meet new people for them to add to the friends, like the family tree. So that's the thing.
Exactly, my dad.
You
was
gotta
like
have
the
people
parents.
to add.
Yeah, so
Also,
here's
I
what
didn't
you
put
do.
him in the family tree, but we also technically for some short while had like a family dog called Naked, but he's not considered a family dog anymore because Auli just got a sister and she is adopting Naked.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Mm.
Hey, can I get sent this family tree?
I'll put the family tree in Benny's. Like, can we just make a chat for the family tree
yeah,
Don't you
that I
have to
can
Yeah.
put all the shit in?
there we go.
Don't you have to redo it? So like right now, like didn't you say Mia and Lee got the divorce, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like if we can make a chat in like Storytime for the family trees that we can update that shit on, where I can look, like one place where I can look so I can update it if it
Yeah.
needs to be. So I don't need
Yeah.
to hear like from 30 people in one day because I haven't been on in a week that there's major changes.
And also, I want to
Mm.
say, Benny, for the last time, whenever you go to the pub or go to a party and you come
Yes.
home late, don't be like, oh, hey, by the way, I have a new sibling.
Oh yeah, please don't. Please,
Whenever
no more.
she
Well,
go
that's
into
a
the
different
club.
story,
Our sibling.
guys.
Yeah,
We'll
I still
have
need to
this
meet all my
main
other aunts and
family tree
uncles.
line that
and
is
possibly
all of the
sibling.
people we know most. But Benny, this wonderful piece of human being right here, has like this other separate family tree that's 10 times bigger because she has 7 kids or something.
Huh?
Okay. So I'm gonna explain now. One glorious night, I was hanging out with my good old brother, Mr. Bill.
Mm-hmm.
And we were hanging out with this guy named Mort
Oh,
and
God.
his friend.
Mm.
And
You can
Kill
see
Bill
that.
signs are going off in MT's head right now.
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
just hear the anger.
What
um,
the fuck?
so
MT, are you okay?
No, he's not. He's not.
I don't have any context for this.
it's okay. It's nothing bad. It's just whatever.
If you consider
Benny, can I
sports bad,
interrupt
he's
for a
good.
small second to explain to Skull? The
Yes,
first
please.
time that I met Mort was because one morning night because of my project I had to do an all-nighter and I didn't want to go to bed, so in the morning at like for me 6 a.m. I went on VR chat, but it was probably still fucking late for Benny. Like I think it was 12 for your time, so I went on and I was like, oh, Benny alone is online, only Benny, and I was like, all right, I'll join her. I join in and I start talking to Benny, and just in the corner of my eye, I see some weird ass looking Kiwi running up to me, screaming at me, yo, what up, man? What you doing with my wife? And I'm like, what the fuck is happening here? Who is this Kiwi bitch? I could just step on him and he's dead.
Oh my god.
And then
Oh.
this whole group followed, and I just came like, what the hell is coming up at me? And just her entire family started rushing at me, and I was like, what the hell, Benny? What are you doing in the off hours?
So what I'm hearing is Benny has another husband.
not anymore.
Used
actually.
to have.
Yes. Okay. So short story. I got forced into another marriage on here. I
Oh,
I was
that.
hanging out with Mr. Bill one night, and Mr. Bill had to go. Jester was there, but he had ran off because he had ordered food through Uber Eats, and they fucked up
Hello,
his order. So
Sea-Dog.
he drove up there to go handle. So I was left with whoever was in the world, and I started, minding my own business and talking with people who came up to me. And as soon as he heard my voice and shit like that, he's like, "You're my wife, no exceptions," and walked away. And I'm like, okay, he's joking, whatever. And then all of a sudden, his kids came around, and I'm like, oh no, I'm actually in another family. How am I going to explain this? And I kept telling him, like, we're not married. You forced me into this marriage. I don't want to be here. And yeah, no, I just have extra kids. I have stepchildren. Whatever.
Well, then.
They're-
And that's
They're
why
not
we're
that
not
bad.
putting them in the family tree, because they're stepchildren and they don't matter.
And
Don't
still,
worry.
Did you use the
And
same
don't-
attack on his children? It's like, hey, you're my child now.
Benny,
Mhm.
just get your new husband and his children to one building, and I swear with one match I can fix this whole problem.
No.
I'll give you
Hold
the
on.
match. I
Oh,
pay for the
man.
match. Don't worry.
Oh fuck yeah, thanks man. I'll need Jesus to provide some gasoline.
Yeah, I was just
No,
gonna
don't
say, we
worry,
need
I know a
gasoline too.
dealer.
All right,
Oh,
sweet.
and also,
Okay, I'll come.
Jesus, can you build a nice wooden house?
Actually, I can, sure.
Yeah, okay then. We're
Well,
all
here's the
good
thing.
here.
There we go.
Alright.
Here's the
Everything
thing.
ready.
And this Mort isn't the tip of the iceberg. To me, Mort is like, okay, I understand. Like he was drunk. He was like not.
He's just
in
a guy that
drinking
wanted
mood.
to do a bit, and it went overboard.
Yeah, he wanted to do a bit.
But he did it in a funny way.
Yeah, he did it in a funny. So I just, I don't get too upset about it. And here's the thing: one time, like Benny and I, that's grammatically correct, watched one of the streams, and the stream
Alright,
that
you
Ali-
lost me after the grammar thing. What the fuck?
Okay, fuck you. Like there was a stream that me, Benny, official, and there's a guy named Spogs and Clara, if I'm
Oh yeah,
saying her name right.
Spokes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And we were in the McDonald's world, and that was before me and her. And I didn't know this. I subconsciously, well, like every time he was trying to hit on her, I was like subconsciously
Before
trying to
what,
change this
MC?
option. I can't say it, you fucker.
Oh,
Subject.
before y'all started furiously ERPing together.
We
No.
okay. We do not ear. That is for
That much.
children. Okay.
I wouldn't say that it's for children, guys. If that's
my
one thing
God.
that's not for children,
Wow.
I think that's it.
I didn't need that image in my brain.
And that for them.
Alright, so Terminator,
No.
would you like to explain something?
No,
Well, if it's
Right.
for children, you see,
Oh, no.
I
and they
say,
think it's for children,
making-
but that's something they do to their own
Okay.
child.
Let me retract my statement. What I mean is that's for amateurs that are highly into trying to
with that
Alright,
eye.
if you call
that
ERP
eye.
for amateurs, what kind of fucked up shit do you two do?
Yeah.
Anything.
we actually
They
we
do it
are
on the wall.
okay. No, okay. Honestly, we sit there, we make you guys think that we ERP, but it's funny. We just fuck around. We're literally just
No,
in
that's
a
that.
chat.
That's that
talking.
multiple mental problem that you have. You want us to think that you think that.
Yeah,
but
no. So what I think is just like there's like saying lewd things to each other. It's like whenever we're around, and then they go into private lobby and just like, hey, you want to watch a movie?
Yeah,
I
pretty
swear
much.
to God, the most of the time we're just hanging out. We're just talking about random stuff, like and there is no end to them. Like we just like one time I was just asking her about like her opinion about a certain movie, and we were talking about it for like 2 hours straight.
Yeah, that's just how we are. We're kind of wholesome. Now,
Well, you
It-
say that, but let me explain a certain really strong memory that I have in the world that we wanted to do the podcast in. We were there with official, and I think Slash was there. I don't know for sure, but you and MT were there, and you and like official has that when one avatar that does certain animations, and
Yeah.
he was doing that in the world to show it off, and Benny just slowly creeps up to me, whispers to me, "That's what I'm gonna do to MT when I'm there with him." And
I
since that
That's different.
I
That's
know.
different from the ERP thing.
listen,
No. I remember one day they were in the movie world, the rooftop world. I come over there and I'm just hanging out with them. Suddenly Benny turns to MT and goes, "I want to sit on your face."
No, I remember that.
Yeah.
listen. These are only one of like the multiple situations that we have experienced together with them.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just
I'm gonna be
wondering.
honest. I'm gonna
does,
be
does
honest.
this
I'm gonna
count
be
as
honest.
PG-16?
No. I'm gonna be honest because like none of this stuff happens. Here's the thing. Me and Benny, most of the time we laugh at you guys because like you think we do that, and there is a bit
Almost-
between us that like we are not doing that, but we are gonna let you believe that we are.
Sure.
Well, you ruined the bit then.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's it, because you guys are getting it like too oversensitive about it. Like naked every time naked and-
Oversensitive.
No, seriously, like naked every time me and Benny are alone. He just come over and it just annoys the heck out
Yeah,
of me
okay,
with
but
his
naked is a
voice.
totally different story. Like
Fair
no
enough.
one can explain naked.
And you guys are having the wrong idea about this.
Listen. We may not be able to explain naked, but we can explain ourselves. We're all just assholes. What do you want?
That's a fair point.
Okay, sorry, my phone went off.
Okay, no
Okay.
screaming. But can we really
Okay.
talk about this? Considering we were supposed to have PG-16. Does this count as
This is
PG-16?
16. This is
We're-
16 because we're not actually getting into details.
Yeah.
Listen, Ali, do you want me to give you an example of what I think is PG-18?
No.
Do it.
Listen, the moment I said, do you want me to give an example, and everyone said no, that's how you know it's 18. That was the example already. You know when you're going overboard. Don't
Yeah.
worry about it. We're still keeping it okay.
Okay.
Like, everybody already knows what's over 18. So the moment I said, why don't you give me an example, and everyone just said no, that's the line.
Okay.
Yay!
Yeah, but in general, yeah, of course we don't ERP. I mean, if anybody does that, I mean, more power to
Yeah.
you, but I don't see a reason for it. It's not really the real thing.
Get
so-
it. I don't even get Phantom Touch. Why would you think that I would find that interesting
Oh
and something that I
God,
would
why
need to
though?
pursue?
Hashtag visuals.
Well, sometimes visuals don't work for certain people, and I mean, I'm not saying I'm not one of those people, but like honestly, I'm not.
All right, we're
into-
getting closer to the border. I think we should go with
Yeah,
something
we're
else
gonna
for a
stop.
topic.
Okay.
Yeah.
another
We need to build a
topic.
wall.
What was the
Uh,
best game you were playing when you were a child?
Huh.
Oh
Sarah?
God.
Wait, what? What was the question?
What was the
One my
most-
first official game or my first knockoff game?
No,
Like
the
one of the
fake
games
games.
that you loved when you were a kid. Like you
Yeah.
wouldn't change it. You wouldn't change it for the
Again.
world.
Pokemon.
Wait, what was the
Pokemon.
question again? Sorry, my dad distracted me.
Your favorite game when you were a kid.
Oh, sorry.
For me, it was always been Pokemon Pearl, later Platinum, and Mario 64 for the Nintendo. That game was lit.
Oh God. Yeah.
Term.
Mm. Depends on doesn't. If I'm thinking maybe like Black Ops 2 or Black Ops. This weekend were good. But before that, it was Halo Reach, because that was the first game I had.
Halo.
Hmm. There was one game on PlayStation, Dynasty Warriors. My record was 2 days straight playing it with my cousin without sleep.
Everything Pokemon from Pokemon Red up to like Pokemon Shield now, Pokemon Channel, everything is Pokemon for me. Still to this day.
Everything is Pokemon.
Yes.
I would say Animal Crossing, but yeah, Pokemon's good too for her. I mean,
Oh, yeah, you said when we were young, like when we were kids and stuff.
No, it's most likely your favorite game when you were a kid, like that idea.
Yeah, and it's
Yeah.
Pokemon. As of now, I still like Pokemon and Animal Crossing.
they didn't even have the old Animal Crossing.
I'd never played the old Animal Crossing. This is technically the first Animal Crossing game I ever played.
I thought she was a hardcore on that.
No,
Okay,
no. I played Pocket Camp app, but that was it. Technically,
Ah.
this Animal Crossing is the very first Animal Crossing game I have.
She's addicted to it.
Honestly, I'm happy that I got out of like Animal Crossing, because the moment I finally was like separated from playing the game, I felt like I finally left a cult. Like at some point, because it took over my life for like 3 weeks straight, but I stopped playing it because I didn't get a single thing. I just kept catching the same fish, getting the same bugs, and just not progressing with anything that I did. So
You
You
I
know,
just
even the makers
was so
are
happy.
annoyed by that.
I'm
You know, that even the
progressing.
makers are annoyed by the lines that they've used on that thing.
Hmm?
Even the makers of Animal Crossing: The New Horizon are annoyed by the lines they used on that game, since there's only one line for everything.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
that's true.
I'm progressing.
It gets so
pretty much.
repetitive.
I'm progressing pretty much like I've progressed pretty good, and I'm not cheating. So
Is that a stab at me and him?
no, you were like smaller.
It is.
I meant mostly
is.
him.
Mostly who?
Wow.
She just jealous we finished it before her.
Yeah, it is.
I'm playing this legit.
100%.
Anyway,
2
continue
hours.
on to him.
2
Go.
What?
hours.
Sorry. What were we talking about? Oh, right. Okay. So my favorite game as a kid was Blue's Clues. Takes you to school.
I
That's
never would have
adorable.
guessed
I
that.
lived in
I would
Japan.
have never guessed that.
This was back when I lived in Japan, and I was about 6 years old.
Lit.
And I'm still willing
doing
to
something
buy
new.
that game and play it again because the game wouldn't tell me what the fuck I'm supposed to do. You stupid blue dog! Why didn't you tell me anything? Now, shit! Stop falling over, Ocarina. Okay, it's fine. I'm good.
So,
It's fine.
I have a
Wow.
question.
What?
We're 2 minutes and 9 minutes. I'm a fail.
Okay.
Fail.
2
Yeah.
minutes and 9 minutes.
Yes.
Yeah,
2
2 hours and
minutes
9
into
minutes.
the
2 hours,
stream,
9
everyone.
minutes, almost 10.
Yes. Do we?
I
keep
think we
going?
should keep. I think
I
we
wanna
should
keep
kind of end to it. It's almost like at the point that we're gonna eat, me and Ali. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
You
my
guys
dad
go
just
eat.
asked
We
me
come
what
back. We
pizza
go
I
for
want.
D&D.
Yeah.
yeah, I can teach y'all later about it.
Yeah.
We can go over into you just streaming VR chat, but I think we should call the podcast here quit because otherwise we
Yeah.
have nothing to talk about next time.
Yeah,
That is true.
and
We
I
need
have
to
a
keep
lot
it
of
like
edits
a
to do
limit
later.
to how much we
Yeah.
talk about.
I do want
So
to be here next time as well.
So,
whatever.
thank you for joining us, cunts. Lovely
you
to have you here.
Fucking nerds.
Yes, it was a wonderful thing to have you here
We
to
didn't.
join our.
If
What-
you're watching the YouTube video, I hope you get context for stuff we talk about in chat.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'll
This
be right back. I'm gonna go bring a friend.
okay.
Oh god,
This
not
time-
again.
this
No,
time-
Skull, no.
No.
Get the fuck
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
I'm going
I-
to fucking do it. I'm going
I
to
had to
fucking
cover
do
the
it.
camera.
Get
I'm
his-
sorry.
Yeah.
I selected him. I'm going to kick him.
No. No.
And he's gone.
No.
So
I
yeah,
kicked him
I
from
just
the
wanna
world.
take a moment to say that
Oh,
I appreciate everyone, each and every one of you guys who are watching the podcast. And
Honestly,
sorry
this was
that
sleeping.
it took so fucking long.
Yeah.
I'm just.
Well,
I'm not even
let's
able to
just
be
say
there for the
this.
final
It took-
look
It
for
took
the final
4 months just to prepare this one episode.
yeah.
And me being so persistent about it.
At least this time we didn't have as many technical difficulties. Just my VR crashing once. So
Yes.
And my VR crashing as well.
So-
you do know that now
so
that
we're
you've
doing
kicked me
good.
out, I'm not able to get back in and be
But
there.
we can
when-
still hear you.
Yeah, but I'm
Yeah.
not able to be there.
You deserved it.
okay, take it.
Fine. I deserved it. All I did was
Yes.
change it to an avatar. You racist little shit.
Okay,
Yes.
we take it easy, Benny. You might want to stop the live stream before it's too late.
Yeah. So, thank you guys. You're greatly appreciated, and I'll talk to you guys. Get
Skull, no screaming.
No screaming.
No, I'll scream all I want.
Skull,
Tell me what to
I'll
do.
manage to find a way to warn you in a different world. Don't worry.
Thank you.
Fucking do it then.
guys for
Warn me in my own home world.
Skull,
Do it.
go.
Do it.
I ended it. Okay, we're safe.
Okay,